Here we have this interactive ALV report. We will go ahead with COBK and COEP tables. COBK and COEP tables are for costing based tables. COBK and COEP. So these are the accounts costing based tables. Let's see them now. Okay, first let me show you this tables, COBK and COEP tables. This is a document header, controlling document header. This is controlling data. Controlling is something which is like the financial controlling. We do have 5,23,000 records, so I think we have pretty good number of records here. So we'll go ahead with this COBK table and COEP table as well. We'll write a simple program for this. So to make the thing simple, let's create a structure, because if we create a global structure, we can pass it into that. We can create a. We don't have to create a structure, and we don't have to create the field catalogs also. So let us first focus on creation of structures with these two tables data. So first I will go with COBK. I'll go with COBK. No, the structure. ZST underscore COBK. We are going to create a structure with this fields. So we'll have controlling data, header data, controlling header data. Here the data element names are, these are the data element names which we'll give there. Now we created a structure here. This is ZST underscore COBK, and then we'll go ahead with COEP, ZST underscore COEP. We'll create another structure here with COEP fields. So let me close this now. These are the fields we have in COEP. The beginning itself, we have the include programs. I'll explain you when we're discussing about the enhancements concept. I'll explain you about this. Include programs. What are they? So this is controlling item data types. Then we have this. I think MANDT is not required here. Let's remove MANDT. So even when you are creating this structures, you add this Z followed by your employee code, last 3 digits of employee code, and then you write COEP or COBK whatever. Now come back. And these are the structures that we have created. Now it's easy for us to build the report. Now let's go ahead with the interactive report. So create Z503 underscore interactive ALV for controlling CONT control. Okay, I just say okay. So we'll just simply start with the data. So we type standard table of ZST underscore COVK, IT underscore COEP, type standard table of ZST underscore COEP, W underscore COVK, type ZST underscore COVK, W underscore COEP, type ZST underscore COEP. And we don't have to build the field catalogs now because we will pass directly the structure into the function model. That's what we have decided in this particular program. So we'll directly build upon that. We just pass the structure name, automatically it will take it from there. Now, so we'll be more focusing on the interactiveness of the program. Select options, S underscore. We just need to find out that common field between the two tables. So we have the document number, Bellner, COBK. I think that should be there in this one also. Bellner. So we do have this Bellner here as well. So Bellner will take as common field. But W underscore COBK. Select these fields. Select into table items to COBK, where Bernard underscore Bernard is the select statement that we have. So in this also we can put the top of page, but I'm not doing it. Let us focus only on the interactiveness of the program. So how do we go from the first screen to second screen is what we'll focus in this program. So I'll click on this pattern and reuse underscore underscore grid underscore display. So the as we discussed, all the output, how to get the output, the loop and all is not required right now because we are writing directly this interactive grid display. It's the REPID. RT underscore COBK. We just need to pass the structure name here. Here we have the structure name. The structure name is ZST underscore COBK. That's it. So, and then because we need to go from the screen 1 to screen 2, we have to uncomment this user command, I underscore callback user command, which we'll be doing now. Let us first check out the output for the first screen. So we'll have too many records here. So document number. So if you click on some particular document number, you should get that details in the second screen from the item table. So that's our concept now. So for that, we will, the first thing that we have to do to make it interactive is we have to uncomment this I callback user command. This is the one we have to uncomment first. And in this, I'll give this as something like second. As I told you, you can give your own name also. It's okay. Okay. So I'll just give here instead of second, I can even give Meghna. Okay. But it should be in capital letters. Okay. Here it should be in capital. So if I write Meghna here, and then we'll go for form Meghna inform. And in this, we have to go ahead with the form. We have to call the and here form. Addition to this, because this is for interactiveness, you have to write this additional thing using C like SYUCOM, D like SLS underscore selfie. So let me see here. Let me show you what will be there in the SLS underscore selfie. And the SLS underscore. SLS underscore cell FIELD. What did I write there? SLS underscore CL FIELD. Sorry. Here I need to write type SLS underscore cell field. So here we'll get this, and here we have the tab index. The most important thing that we need to make it interactive is the tab index. So what do we do in the tab indexes? When you click on the first screen, let's say if you have clicked on the fifth line, that tab index value will be 5. Tab index value will be 5. It will be by default assigned as 5. So that will be stored here. So what we need to do is we need to write read table, the first internal table. What is the first internal table? Into which we have the header data IT underscore COBK. The first internal table. I repeat, the first internal table. That's a header table into the first work area COBK with index D hyphen tab index. This is one thing that we have to remember here. We are actually passing some parameters inside the form. So just like in function module, we pass the parameters, we can pass the parameters. So we just are declaring something like C and D. C becomes a single elementary variable because it's elementary data type. And we have this D type cell field. Now, once we have done this read statement, we have to go ahead with the select statement. And now select all the fields of the second table. Okay, so this is what we need to understand now. Okay, so we have C like SYU means if you have clicked on a particular row, in that for that we'll have SYUCOM. So it will capture that value as SYUCOM. It's on which line you have clicked. And this is always C. We give it as always C. D type cell field. D type cell field. Now, after this, we have to go ahead with the select statement for the second screen. Select that field names. Field names of the second screen. From COEP into table IT underscore COEP. Where Bellner equal to the hidden value means this whatever table index we have written, right? So WA underscore COBK hyphen Bellner. So this is a select statement that we have written. Then we have to go ahead with this is for the second screen. Okay, so I'll once again explain this line number 79 to 81 again. Okay, that is what is making this program interactive. Okay, so click on the pattern. reason display, read underscore display. Then here we have to write this uncomment this exporting. In this I underscore callback is not required because this is for the second screen. If you are making from second screen to third screen, or if you are making a top of page for the second screen, that is required. So we'll go for the structure name. ZST underscore CYEP. IT underscore CYEP. Okay, so these are the values that we have got for the first day. Let's click on 30th now. Okay, for 30th we don't have any records. Okay, for these values I don't think we have the values in the COEP table. Now let's check that p hyphen tab index. Let's check that here. So let's say I've given this as 1000 to say 5000. I will go for 1017. I'll double click on this. So let me count the row number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th row I'm clicking. Okay, I'm clicking on the 10th row. If I click on 10th row, then that's why tab index value will be 10. Let us check that now. Let me check this. Say is this tab index value. The value will be 10. Why it has become 10 now? Because we have clicked on the 10th row. If you would have clicked on 11th row, the SO tab index value, the D hyphen tab index value will become 10. So here work area is having 0. Internal table has a lot of data. Internal table has 2356 records. Okay, let's execute this. Data has been read into the COPK. Let's go for the IT underscore COEP now. And once we process this, Kellner value 1009. Oh, we are not getting the data at all in the internet. Okay, let me check the data in the IT underscore in the COEP table. Let me check in the COEP table. Let me say for what values we have this data. Okay, for the Bellner number 2 followed by this one. For these records, we do have the data. Let me give that values in our program. Okay, so I'll click on 2003 now. Starts. We do have 9 records here. So if we execute this, we should be able to see that 9 records. Because for that values, we didn't have the item data. That's the reason it was not coming. Now that we have the records, we have this. So let me initialize these values. We can write the initialization here. Initialization. We can write something like s underscore Bellner hyphen low is equals to s underscore Bellner hyphen high is equals to append s underscore Bellner. Then we'll write start selection. So we'll click on this particular value here and we get the value of item data for that. So this is an interactive report. So the most important logic is in the 87, 88, 89 lines. So wherein we are writing the form name. The form name can be anything using C like SOUCOM and D type SLS underscore self. Read table IT underscore COBK type W underscore COBK index T hyphen. So what are we doing here? If you are clicking on a particular row, that row, whatever data is there, we are collecting it from the internal table to work area. Why is it so? Because we want to get the data from the second internal table corresponding to that data. So whatever is the value of Bellner in that, based on that value only, we are getting it from the second table. And then we are writing this second function model to get the second output. So this happens to be the interactive ALV report, a very simple interactive ALV report.